Hey, how's it going out there, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash. And yes, I have hats in my merch tent. Go pick you up one if you want one. Welcome to the channel. What is this? This is weekly recap. I'm going to go over my week of operating a semi-truck in the United States for 1 week or less. This will be a 5-day period here. Worked it 5 days, went home, took like a 40-hour break, and then went back at it. So this is 5-day week. Keep that in mind when you're listening to this, for whatever reason. And I'm leased to an 80-20 split carrier. I don't talk about the carrier. This week is from the beginning of April 2024. And yes, I know I'm a little behind, but that's where I'm at right now. I've been working hard, spent a lot of time at home here lately because freight is not paying that great. So I'd rather just sit at the house than to go work for free. And I'll talk about more of that at the end of the video, so stick around. Opinions at the end. And let's see, what else? Refrigerated carrier. When I say gross, I mean total amount that everything grossed. And then I'll tell you, my percentage is 80%. So I'll break all that down. We'll go over the loads. We'll go over the numbers. And I know I feel like I'm missing some stuff, but maybe I'll remember it along the way. Let's talk about this week. Let's talk about trucking. Let's talk about where we're at in trucking right now. As BB King says, the thrill is gone. And let me tell you. So I picked up a load out of Minnesota going down to Nebraska way. I had a load over in Iowa I needed to pick up, but I needed a connecting load. So that's what I did. I took a load out of Minnesota, 36 empty miles, 355 loaded miles. That is 391 total miles, 37,000 pounds, and 0 degrees. And that load paid $1,000 for that load. So then I go down, I get my load out of Iowa to Kentucky, and that's the money load I was going to get. Not huge, but it is what it is. Iowa to Kentucky, 96 empty miles, 783 loaded miles, 879 total miles on that one, 41,000 pounds, negative 10 degrees, $2,600 for that one, 2,600. And then I grabbed a load out of Kentucky straight back to Minnesota, and that was 34 empty miles, 727 loaded miles, 761 total miles on that run, 42,000 pounds, 35 degrees, right back to Minnesota for $1,400. Yes, I am trying my damnedest to stay above $2 a mile. It is getting harder and harder every day. There's really no one to blame. We're in a bad economy right now. Trucking is going to follow the economy. It doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want to about a politician or a president or anything like that. Trucking don't care about none of that most of the time. Trucking cares about the economy. So the economy's in the garbage. Now, whatever causes that. But as far as trucking, I feel like it's a direct reflection of our economy. So, that was my week. 5,000 total dollars of revenue. Yes. My 80% of that is $4,000. Let's talk about miles. 2,031 all miles with 166 empty miles, 1,865 loaded miles at 8% deadhead. So that's a pretty light week for me. I don't really like to go over like 2,500 miles, so 2,000-ish is kind of a midweek for me. It's probably about average for a 5-day week now that I think about it. Yeah, 5-day week should be around those amount of miles. Pretty quick turnarounds on all these loads. It just went boom, 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 back home. I mean, loaded pretty quick. I didn't have any major delays on that week. Everything was pretty much cut and dry, just regular old trucking. 246 all miles. So every mile the truck turned was 246. That makes my 80% $1.97 per mile, 197. And loaded mile, that's $2.68 a mile loaded miles. So it's not bad pay to stay on pretty flat ground with no tolls. this is kind of where I'm at right now. I probably should have grabbed a load back out of Minnesota and started, heading back out, and I could have used up those other 2 days. Say I could have got another, like 1,500 to 2,000 to go back to Kentucky or Ohio or somewhere like that. Then I would have had, like a $7,000 week, and that would have been pretty good. Because right now my goal is 6,000 a week average with my home time. So, I like to take off like 2 to 3 days at a time, a couple times a month. 2, 3, maybe even 4, just depending on how it lays out. So that's what I like to do. That is the week. Let's go over to variable cost, as I like to call them, variable cost. Let's see here. We got 1,060 we spent on diesel. And let's see here. 147 on reefer. 42 on def. 27 on scales. I scaled the load to Kentucky and the load down to Iowa. I didn't really mess with that one. So I scaled 2 loads and I spent $22 on tolls crossing that bridge there in Louisville. I went across and then I had to come back across. So not bad on the tolls for the week. $1,298 total variable cost. Which we bring over. We subtract out of my $4,000 minus $1,298. It's going to leave me $2,702, and then I put 400 of that to the maintenance account, which left me $2,302 for a fuel cost of 52 cents a mile for the week. So I feel like I'm getting a little bit better with the fuel. Sometimes I like to buy in high ifta states. I've said that before. That kind of hurts my average fuel cost, but I can be okay with 52 cents. It's like if I run, you know, if I run, let's say I run 10,000 miles a month, on average. My fixed cost with, fuel, like my basic cost of running the truck, not paying myself, my basic cost is like 94 cents a mile. So as long as I, can get somewhat of a decent rate, I can still profit in this market, but it's getting harder and harder. It really is. Um, you know, you got to factor in, mm, you know, maybe like probably insurance and truck payment for the week. $600 for that, so that brings it down even more. I enjoy the freedoms of being owner operator, but I got to tell you, it's not always the best paying thing you can do. Facts. If you are being an owner operator just for the money, if you're like, "Ooh, I'm going to make more money doing owner operator," you might be better off to find a company job right now. You might make a little bit more money if you're really a hard runner, and they got some freight to haul. I mean, a poor economy kind of affects everybody, right? So that was the week, everybody. If you've got any questions, leave them down in the comments. And be sure to hit that like button, become a subscriber. I appreciate everybody watching. Thank you so much. Have a great week. And come join me for a live show. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care of each other out there. Remember, people more important than trucking. Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back. They'll take all your information and you'll be in the network.